It's 1944. The ghost jet is finally on the ground. A single pebble gets sucked into the engine, and the cockpit lights up like a Christmas tree. The pilot shoves the throttle forward. Nothing. No spare parts. Rewind 12 hours. Europe in 1944 is loud, engines everywhere, contrails scribbled across the sky like chalk, oil, smoke, scorched metal, uneven snarl of a piston engine. It looks like a piece of night broke off and learned how to fly. In World War II, most air combat starts with eyeballs. Spot first, turn first, shoot first. Pilots are trained to read silhouettes, count engines, judge distance by how fast wings grow in their windscreen. But what do you do when you can't even agree you saw something? What do you do when the target is there and not there? Like a glitch in the sky? That's the first unfair advantage. In 1944, stealth isn't a feature. It's a superpower. And this is where the story gets brutal, because the F-35 doesn't need to dogfight. It's built to spot big bomber formations, not a low observable fighter slipping through gaps. So on Mission 1, the F-35 doesn't duel. It hunts. It climbs above the chaos, finds a formation, chooses the leader, and fires from far beyond what 1944 expects. They just watch a plane vanish in a flash and smoke. And by the time anyone even points their nose toward the threat is already gone. If a WWII pilot catches a glimpse of the F-35 for half a second, it doesn't help. He can't catch it. But speed isn't the scariest part. Information is. The F-35 can choose when to fight, where to fight, and who dies first. And now the sky has a new rule. You can do everything right and still never even get a shot. So, is that it? Does one F-35 just erase WWII's air power like it's a video game? And the second twist is even meaner. The F-35 can win battles effortlessly, but it can't change the era it landed in. It still has to land somewhere. It still has to refuel. It still has to be inspected. And as soon as it touches the ground, the matchup flips. Where does it show up? Which routes get hit? What time of day? Which formations keep losing leaders? And the strategy changes fast. Don't chase the ghost jet. Find where it sleeps. Decoy raids go up. Fake radio chatter spreads. Because a modern jet in the air is a predator. On the ground, it's a patient, and patients can be killed. Now, the F-35 pilot has a terrifying problem. If the enemy can T-beat you in the sky, they will try to kill your runway. So the pilot does the only smart thing. He hides. He chooses a long runway away from the front lines. He parks under nets. He keeps movements minimal. He tries to look like nothing. Here is the part people miss when they imagine modern tech time-traveling into the past. Weapons are not powers, they're supplies. The F-35's biggest edge is modern air-to-air missiles, rockets that guide themselves so you don't have to aim like it, S-1944. But missiles aren't a T-magic, they're inventory. We can reload machine guns all day. Bullets are simple. Factories can crank them out. Trucks can deliver them. Modern missiles are precision hardware, complex materials, complex components, specialized propellants. In 1944, you're not casually replacing that. So every missile fired is a trade, one guaranteed kill, exchanged for one less future chance to control the sky. Do you go loud early, rack up kills, become a legend, and burn through your rare missiles? Or do you go quiet and only strike high-value targets, enemy aces, recon aircraft, lead bombers, the people holding formations together so the impact lasts longer? Either choice is expensive because time is winning no matter what. The enemy can replace pilots and planes. You can't replace missiles. And even if you choose discipline, even if you fly like a ghost and strike like lightning, logistics. Here's the logistics twist. The F-35 doesn't lose to a dogfight. It loses to maintenance reality. Start with fuel. Do you want to? Fuel standards vary. Different quality, different additives, different consistency. Modern turbine engines have tight tolerances. That means tiny impurities can quietly cause big wear. The jet might fly today, sure. But you're damaging tomorrow. And tomorrow matters because this isn't one mission. It's a campaign. Then there's the runway problem. WWII airfields are often steel matting, rough concrete, dirt and mud, and a jet engine swallows air like a vacuum cleaner. WWII mechanics are geniuses at keeping simple machines alive under impossible conditions. But a modern jet engine isn't a simple machine. It's precision. It's a world where a small problem becomes a no-fly decision. And then comes the invisible killer, diagnostics. A WWII fighter breaks, mechanics often see why: leaking line, bent prop, shot up radiator. Patch it, replace a part, fly again. If one critical module fails, the jet may refuse to fly by design because modern aircraft prioritize safety and system certainty. So the jet can look perfect and still say, no takeoff, no mission, no matter how brave the pilot is. That's how we return to the moment from the beginning. The jet lands on a gritty 1944 strip. A single pebble gets sucked into the engine. And here's the nightmare. There's no test bench in 1944 that can even tell you what's wrong. No spare module sitting in a crate, no clean room repair, no modern supply chain that turns broken parts into working parts again. You can improvise a lot in war, but you can't improvise a semiconductor supply chain. Meanwhile, W2 does what it does best. It mass produces. It floods the sky with numbers. It increases patrols. It sends recon aircraft down every corridor searching for the ghost's home. And sooner or later, even a ghost has to land again. In the moment it's grounded, it's no longer a predator. It's a prize. So does the F-35 dominate WW2 skies? Yes, at first. For a window of time, it's terrifying. It can ambush formations, strike from distances WW2 can't answer, and vanish before anyone reacts. But as days turn into weeks, WWII logistics grind it down, not by out-teching it, by outlasting it. The F-35 becomes too valuable to risk casually. Fewer flights, more hiding, more save it for later. It shifts from being a constant sky king to being a strategic scalpel. One mission to disrupt a major bombing operation. One mission to remove a key enemy ace. One mission to shatter morale at the perfect moment. The jet doesn't get defeated in a dogfight. It gets defeated by time, dirt, and scarcity. And that's the real lesson. Technology isn't just what you build, it's what you can maintain. A single F-35 in 1944 could be the most dominant aircraft on Earth, for a while. But WWII was a factory war, a fuel war, a repair and replace war. The F-35 is a champion sprinter dropped into a marathon without water stations. So, here is the question I want you arguing about in the comments. If you had one F-35 in 1944, would you use it for maximum kills right now? Or save it for one mission that could change history?